Damn it! It's just not that hard. It's really just not that hard, you know? I don't understand why I have so much trouble on this contract. Like, I failed this warp so many times in my last batch of attempts. It's really just not that difficult. Insult to injury. Like, I definitely got some lousy spawns there, but I always, it's like I rushed the rocket shot, and I've got plenty of time. Like, all I need to do is just, like, aim carefully and shoot. And I just rush it, like, every time. And, like, I don't need to be that precise. I really, like, the civilians are really weak. You know, you shoot it anywhere even remotely close to them. Like, look at this guy. Like, it's not hard. It doesn't need to be close. So, anyway. That's why I use the AT missile. Because I used to use the rifle, but I found that every now and then I would, like, miss my shots. And I was like, oh, it's you know, it'd probably be easier to just, like, shoot a missile, because I don't even need to be I don't need to, like, get a headshot or anything, you know? I could just kind of...
This is Fiona with Exox. Do you read me?
Generally hit near their feet or whatever.
ETA?
You're about 10 minutes from the DMZ drop zone.
Glad to hear your voice on the line. Wouldn't have made it through Iraq without you.
Bet you say that to all your support operatives.
Only the ones who saved my ass.
Just doing my job. We're close. You might want to get your gear together for the drop. Have you checked out your new PDA yet?
Of course. Transflective screen, high-res image, fast uplink.
Don't worry, there's not going to be a test.
Not true. I'll be testing it plenty in the field.
I know it's not state-of-the-art.
M4A1 carbine. Barrel tends to overheat. Other than that, a fine weapon. M67.
Standard issue frag grenades.
Produces casualties within 15 meters. Lethal under 5. Definitely to my standards.
This is Blackbird. DMZ's in visual range. The drop zone is hot. We'll be coming in low and fast.
You heard the man. Time to get going. Jennifer, you ready?
I'm good, Fiona. 5 by 5.
You know they say the DMZ is the most dangerous place on Earth.
I know.
But still, $100 million. You think you could spend that much money in one lifetime?
You know me. I've got expensive tastes.
Is it a Souls-like game? Like, is it made by that company, or is it different?
Your primary objective is to get to the Allied HQ. Colonel Garrett is waiting for you.
The only thing I know about that is,
they've blocked the road.
Lemmy, comedian, Scottish comedian, he's been, like, streaming it recently. That's the only reason I have heard of that game. But I haven't actually been watching his streams, I just see clips every now and then.
I am under heavy
Darren, the North Koreans stage an assault on the Allied HQ. I'm hearing reports of intense shelling in the area. Head north to the Allied HQ. Garrett is expecting you.
I just want you to explain to me why we're still getting the crap shelled out of us. And I don't...
almost felt that from here.
I tried to play one of the Souls games a while ago, and I really didn't like it.
Check your PDA for the email.
I felt it required, like, way too much trial and error. Like, I feel like it didn't signals. I don't know. Really, I was just bad at it. Like,
You killed him! Alright. That's okay. You can still verify him, but now we only get half the bounty. Good work, but we get a lot more money if you capture them. Anyway, 1 down, 51 to go.
like I didn't feel like attacks and like what you were supposed to do was signaled clearly enough, but I didn't really give it like there's so much like stuff to read, and I don't know, it just seemed oh whoops, I totally forgot to no, focus, play the game that you're playing, not the one you're not.
Bombs free.
If I get good AT RNG, then it's not gonna matter, but that was a really dumb waste of time.
Now get back to the ANHQ. Wow, what a mess. They really needed your help. Go talk to the guard again.
Not bad. Maybe I was wrong about it. And I sure as hell don't mind the opportunity to get something done.
It's one of ours. Raider.
Bro, are you serious right now? I get the best RNG and I can't hit the broadside of a barn to capitalize on it. Out of my way.
You got mail from the Allies about that CIA operative working for the South Koreans.
I need some. Go!
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Why is so why is this one better than,
That'll be worth something to the
like,
Allies.
is it better than like Bloodborne or the other, I don't know what the last Dark Souls game was, but is it, like, did they change the formula at all, or is it just
박 사령관님께서 당신을 기다리십니다. 사령관님, 이분이 바로 계렬 대령님이 전화하신 사리. 안녕하세요.
What do you think? Are you going to be able to work with this guy?
Believe me, I've dealt with lots of blowhards like him.
I've identified each defense point for you. They'll flash when NK troops are in proximity. You won't have long to get from point to point, so be quick.
that's not good. That's not what I wanted to do.
Troops are attacking the north defense point. Troops are moving in near the east defense point.
Damn it. Really did not capitalize. I got like the god glitch, and I just could not do anything with it. Like, I could not kill those jeeps. That's a super rare glitch, and it saves a ton of time if you can make use of it. But I definitely saved a little bit of time, I think, but nothing too like noteworthy.
Hello.
Oh, I don't know, actually. I'm pretty far ahead. So maybe I saved more time than I thought.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
And I was 10 seconds behind your 11. I was 11 seconds behind going into that, and it looks like I'm a solid, like,
That'll be worth
15
something
seconds
to
ahead at least.
Nicely
So,
done. The South Korean
yeah, that might have been better than I thought.
Ching. I just forwarded you a message from a man named Yusuf Urinov. I've got his file here. He's a major domo with the Russian mob. Dangerous, but almost certainly worth it in terms of money and intelligence. Good work.
Go on in.
Fast dialogue. Alright, this should be a pretty damn good gold. Bonked into the chair, though.
Underestimate him. He may act like an idiot, but he's a ruthless killer.
Nice.
There's something wrong with Sergei. I don't trust him.
Me either. But it could be a valuable resource.
There's only scattered resistance in the area, but those machine guns could be dangerous. But that's what the Russians are after. Oh boy, not. The Russians are providing a copter for you. I hope you remember your flight training.
Nice paint job. So much for a low profile.
The Russians are providing a truck and some soldiers for you.
Say, that truck looks familiar.
At least they patched it up.
Hey, I brought it back in one piece.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Good work. that. Take him out, we get our bounty. Excellent. That's a jack in the bag and a bounty in the bank.
Is this guy trying to get into my helicopter? I kind of doubt it, but it's weird that he's like running over here.
Looking for more money, eh? Mercenary?
A mercenary, violence for profit, the two hallmarks of Western ideology.
Charming guy, really.
Oh, I'm sure he'll warm right up once you get to know him. There's the museum, destroy it! Well done, that's one less NK Command Center. You should play the field a little. Get to know all the major things pissed off the Chinese.
你给俄国人太多机会，他们将会。
Sounds like the Russian mob's making headaches for a lot of people in the area.
Time for you to give them one of their own.
Well, that's going to be good.
Your SNS signal's being jammed. Support options are back online. You're almost to Heiju. I've pinpointed the exact locations of each officer. Two of the guys only have small entourages to protect them, but the officer in the East City, they've spotted you. Now there's no bonus from the Chinese. That's one officer confirmed down. That's two officers confirmed down. Only one more to go. Keep up the good work. That's all three officers confirmed down. Good work. Now get out of there. Report to the Chinese contact now.
Well done.
조심해.
Colonel Zhao Peng is a... I'd suggest trying to stay on Peng's good side.
I'm not sure that guy has a good side.
Oh my god. Direct hit. Jesus Christ.
We verified the Queen. Great work. Now get out of there.
I'm shocked at how little damage that did. Like, I absolutely thought... That did such little damage that I even question the necessity of blowing that tank up now. Like, how great is the risk that it even hits me normally?
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
I was definitely under the impression that those things would just one-shot me.
That'll be worth something to the Allies.
I mean, hell, I even thought they had the capability of, like, potentially one-shotting or at least doing significant damage, like more than 50% to the gunships, you know, to like the hindies. So
support options are back online. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Not great. Alright, I'm gonna be losing some time here, but that's okay.
Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
And I'm also probably going to lose most of my lead in the next split unless I get like perfect RNG. Because I had essentially the... In fact, I should probably reset my gold that I have in the next split because I kind of changed my strategy. Well, no, I shouldn't reset it because it is still possible to get the gold that I set if I decide to play it risky. But I'm taking like a somewhat more balanced approach to this contract lately.
Typical American ex-CIA burnout. Believe me, I admit more than my share.
The agent is being held in one of the hangars.
So if I get... Actually, I shouldn't lose all of my lead here. I mean, unless I get the worst RNG, and even then I think I'd still be ahead by like a second. The worst RNG would be if he's in the furthest westmost hangar. Best RNG is if he's in the middle one, and then in the middle would be, or like average RNG would be the first hangar I go to. Which is a little counterintuitive, but the reason the first one's not ideal is I just fly over the first hangar now just to like double check if he's in there, because it's like my least preferred one to actually like pick him up in. It's like the hardest one to actually pick him up in. Oh, that was okay. He's over. I see him. So that was weird. He didn't clear the pop-up. All right, so we got the best RNG, so we're good. I mean, I might lose like a second due to less than optimal flying, but no, we got the best RNG, so we're good. That was weird though. I flew. I'm pretty sure I was like fully within that ring, like the yellow ring, and it didn't clear the first hangar as a potential location. Kind of odd. I was gonna double back, but then out of the corner of my eye, I saw him standing in the middle hangar, so I was like, oh, okay, never mind, we're good.
Perfect. That was a tricky job, well handled. Buford should be impressed. The South Koreans decided you're a threat. Agent Mitchell Buford. Boy, these North Korean generals really are a sweet group of guys.
I've known worse, believe it or not.
Just get Lee Choi, all right? Your SNS signal's being jammed. Great, you've destroyed one of the missiles. Looks like Choi has already fueled them up, so you might be able to set up chain reactions. Lee is on the base somewhere, but you'll have to scout around for his exact location. Or wait until the helicopter lands. He's on the roof. You need to find a way to either get up there or get him beautiful. Choi's been verified. Buford owes us one. nearby. Check your radar for the location. Good work.
We could use some help around here, mercenary.
I have no comment at this time. No, ma'am.
I hate dealing with these tunnels. You never know how many troops you're fighting.
No problem. As soon as they pop their heads out, they're gonna get a nasty surprise.
Here's a tip. Surgical strikes are great for taking out harder structures like barracks, hangars, or tunnel entrances. To use a surgical strike, you'll need to select it from your support menu. Once selected, you can designate a target using a hacked satellite feed.
Bombs free.
Oh, that was terrible. I totally missed.
Target destroyed. Good job. Use the same technique when you want to destroy other hardened structures.
Oh, I hit a tree. Dang it, this might not... Damn, that's unlucky. The second rocket hit a tree. Good lord. Wow, terrible. I actually was like, I thought this was going to be one of the few splits I could actually save some time in clubs. And no, I pretty much just lost all... I think I'm behind. Yeah, I'm behind now because of that. That's crazy. It's so bad.
Cleared you for your first ace contract. Come on in and I'll give you the details.
Division 39 was basically a state-sponsored
Wow,
mafia before
that's
President
pathetic.
First ace contract. Let's just make sure it's not your last.
I will say, this is,
Before you came to Exops, weren't you?
this clubs section is, like, that I'm going up against, a lot better than I thought it was. Like, I didn't realize how strong my performance was in my last record. I mean, it's beatable for sure, but it relies heavily on RNG. And, like, seriously, I mean heavily. Like, you need... So, basically, in order to beat this clubs, you would need, one of the best, like, AT missile spawns at the, after anti-up. You would need really good RNG during Stem the Tide as far as, like, your bullet spread is concerned. And you would need really good RNG for the spy rescue
Your SNS signal's
for that
being
South
jammed.
Korean mission where we go to the Chinese, airport.
One jammer down.
That was unlucky. It was like, I must have put it to like 19 health or something. I had to tick down all the way.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Bro.
That's 2 jammers down. Looks pretty
So
easy
bad.
so far.
It's so bad.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
I mean,
That's it.
thank you.
Disable the jammers.
It's like, give me a
Nice
break.
going.
And like, I set like all 3 of them on fire.
This is interesting. Longbo's transmitter is coming from inside Sung Tower. You'll need to destroy the tower to get to Longbo. Allied intel says the tower is a hardened structure. They've authorized the bunker buster support option for you.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
There it goes. Very good work. There's my boat.
I think I have a little bit of time to save on the next split though, despite it being a gold. I think I can beat that
Now that
gold
Division
with
39's been taken care
like
of,
decent
be on
gameplay.
the lookout for the Ace of Diamonds. That's General Chang and his men. Chang's responsible for Sung's biological
some
and
extra
chemical
cash,
weapons
eh?
programs.
Да и должен им не зверь какой-то.
I know Sergei said by whatever means necessary, but I know you are more intelligent and will not expose us to needless risk.
First the Chinese, now the South Koreans. The Russians aren't out to make friends.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs.
I don't like this setup here. I have this monument in my way.
Special, they're shooting at me.
That's close. I almost turned them hostile. I don't know why the Mafia mood is so low with me right now. I don't think that's typical. It doesn't really matter, but it's just kind of confusing. I don't know what I did to piss them off. Or maybe it is that low and I've just never noticed.
Your position. Great, they've blocked the road. If you're not properly disguised, they will shoot at you on sight.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna gold this, but I didn't quite catch up. I'm still a solid, like, 6 seconds behind, it looks like, maybe more.
다시 돌아와서 일을 찾는 거군, huh?
I have no idea. No, Mr. Garrett, I'm sorry.
안녕하세요.
Wow, I
Just
only
what I
saved
needed.
two. Interesting.
A simple
Okay, maybe I didn't do as badly in that
Contract for a
contract as I thought I did on my last run. Oh wow, I've got a decent bit of time save potential here though. Maybe I can catch up here. Again, I mean, this all really doesn't matter that much. I have so much time to save in hearts. Like, all I really need to do is stay, like, within 2 minutes. Like, not even 2 minutes, I mean. I've got, like, so much leeway. As long as the run just, like, doesn't die, basically. Like, I can keep going all the way into hearts.
There are the depots. Plan your attack carefully, because more troops will probably show up once the fireworks start. The Chinese are using Nampo to resupply their HQ at the airport and the garrison at Haeju. The fuel truck should be driving around. 1 down, 2 to go. That's 1 fuel truck down. Good, you've taken out all of the depots.
Doesn't look like I quite caught up, but I did save a tiny bit of time. Probably saved like 4 seconds or something like that. I had pretty good spawns there actually. That was not the best execution on my part.
You're back in the Chinese good grace.
Yes, the mercenary. The one who takes the people's money and kills their soldiers.
Gotta say, I never thought you'd end up a paid escort.
Correction. A well-paid escort.
And then the next split, I also have, I think I have a little bit of time save potential in the next split, but nothing noteworthy, probably like 5 seconds at most. I can't remember exactly, I just know that I like didn't get the helicopter too quickly in my PB.
Let's get out of here. There are enemies about.
Good, you found him. Now get that officer to Haeju in one piece.
Hey, Hero. How's it going? It's the Mercenaries of Souls games. Interesting. That's a good pitch. Got me interested.
Colonel Zhao Peng is in... Feels like the Chinese and South Koreans are on a collision course.
I'm sure we'll be able to play both sides to our advantage.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Ow. Just ate a tank shell. But it's better that that hit me than had it hit my helicopter.
Happy to
So.
hear about this. Your SNS signal's being jammed. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Did they just fire a tank shot at me? Like, my helicopter moved a little bit. I don't know what that was.
Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive for them to be shooting at me all
Support
that
options are
quickly.
back online. Your SNS signal's being jammed. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
I need to go west, which I think is just directly behind me. Yes.
Good job. Your SNS signal's being jammed. Support options are back online.
But are there bombastic characters that give you contracts? And crazy
There's a number
Russian
card
mobsters?
nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Oh wow.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
I haven't played a new game in so long. I think The Last of Us Part 2 was the last new game I played. I really need to play the new Halo. I mean, but I just I don't know. I pretty much only ever want to play Mercenaries.
Your SNS signal's being jammed. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I really did not like it.
Support options are back online.
It's a shame because I can tell how much work. Like it's very obvious how much work went into that game. Like it really is in some ways. It has masterpiece characteristics, like the combat and stuff, which I just don't really care about that aspect of the game. But like the combat is like fantastic. Or I should at least say it's like really well built.
You've pissed off the South Koreans. I've intercepted some South Korean communications. It definitely sounds like we're throwing them for a loop. They're considering pulling out of the village. Just keep holding them back.
I actually thought the stealth was like, I don't know, it felt kind of like dated. It's like it had such a been there, done that, and like the enemies, for as quote quote smart as they are, like basically shouting out random people's names when they find dead NPCs or whatever. Like, I don't know. I thought the AI was a little overrated. Like I never really felt I never really felt outwitted. Like you could kind of rely on the same basic stealth tactics that you did in the first Last of Us game in the second one, you know. And I thought that was a little disappointing. I also thought some stuff that was included was just like, it's just like, I don't even know if self-indulgent is the right word, but tasteless. I don't know, like the fact that they had like so many, like there were so many dog enemies, you know, like why? Why are you making me kill dogs in a video game? Like, why? I don't know. A part of it, too, I think, was timing. Like, it came out in the middle of the pandemic. Everyone was already depressed, and then they released this just, like, ultra-depressing, dark, serious game that, like, took itself way too seriously. I kind of hated the characters, too. Like, I don't know. It's just, like... There's something about the writing in Naughty Dog games that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. It just feels like everybody's like talks like a cool kid, you know, like the vernacular and the they all seem like they're of the same ilk basically.
Good job. The South Koreans should
Welcome back, Goliathon. Alright, looks like we saved the majority of the 5 seconds that I theorized was savable.
You've made the South Koreans happy with you again.
It always cracks me up when they shoot their own HQ guard. But I'm always nervous that like they'll accidentally like headshot their own HQ guard someday. Oh, I saved 11 seconds.
This is the
Nice.
aircraft's last known
Wow,
position.
very nice.
The pilot should be nearby. Is it just me, or is Buford starting to not like you?
Hard to tell. I think he talks to everybody like that.
Excellent. Let the North Koreans sift through that if they want any intel on the plane. Good news. I've located the pilot. The bad news is, so have the North Koreans. It looks like they're taking him to the Black Gate. That fortress is heavily defended. If they get inside, the pilot's as good as dead. Good. Looks like he's alive and in one piece.
Boy, am I glad to see you. Let's go.
for a nice leisurely mission. Agent Mitchell Buford,
Nice.
your primary objective is to destroy all the artillery before Seoul is leveled. Jack of diamonds, eh? Have we got a plan this
Some
time?
really nice
Plans
time
of the
saves.
mad scientists and bridge builders.
If I can go into hearts ahead, then we're on a really, really good pace. Like mid 150s. Which at this point in diamonds, there's not too much that I do need to check on the allies, like my reputation with the allies after I do Omerta for the Mafia. Because I need to have them at a pretty specific like reputation
Check
range
your
with
radar
me
for the location.
going into their contract. Okay. That's fine.
Good job. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. I'm tracking the current casualties in the city.
Killed that gunner as a safety, just like a safety mechanism. I'm gonna be doing like relatively safe strats, I think, unless I start like losing massive amounts of time, just so I can like better guarantee that I keep this run going.
Destroy the first battery.
It would be like a real shame to lose this run because I'm trying to like save 3 seconds somewhere.
There's a heavy concentration of AA up ahead, so be careful.
Did I not blow up that artillery gun? Very surprising.
Good work. Only one more left. That should be all of the artillery.
Alright, not the fastest,
Wait,
but
what's that?
not too bad either.
My God, how could the Allies have missed that gun? You've got to destroy it.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
There's the Jack. Well done, hero. That's a good day's work. Thousands can sleep in safety tonight, thanks to you.
Too bad they'll never know my name.
So now you want fortune and fame?
You're right. Maybe I'm getting greedy.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Oh, crap. Okay, I think we'll be fine. Hopefully that first stun doesn't stun me before I can get back into my helicopter. Nice.
You have all the intelligence necessary to track down the ace.
Yeah, I was in an animation, so I was immune to the stun, even though it was like right next to me.
You here to look at some merchandise? Who the hell are you? Right, of course. Hey, mercenary.
I have some refinements to add to Sergei's offer. Watch for an email from me.
Wow, I'm very surprised I golded that. Okay, so
He's so out of his league.
there's definitely more gold potential there,
The real brains of
which
the
makes sense
operation's
because
Yusuf.
on the new route, I think I do only have like 1 or 2. Like, I think that was like my third attempt of that contract with the improved route.
Joseph just gave you access to a support item he thought you might find useful. I've identified the Allied officer for you. Looks like he's
Okay,
giving
so
a
I
press
probably should have
conference.
killed more allies there.
Don't let the
Like,
journalists see you take him.
for the sake of convenience, because I'm gonna have to kill quite a few of them now at some point.
I've identified the prisoner for you.
And there's a lot of them clumped up there for like easy kills. Am I gonna hit at that?
I wonder where they're headed in such a hurry. Good work, you're halfway there. I've identified the SK officer. SK forces appear to have secured the entire area. It seems like they were waiting for the arrival of the NK
Gonna lose
prisoner.
a
It won't take
lot
long
of time
for
from that.
death to reach the SK officer.
Seven
Better hurry. The SK
seven-ish
officer is
seconds,
getting on
maybe
board the
more.
helicopter. There you go, only one target left. I've identified the Chinese tank commander. I think he's on patrol in one of his tanks. That was the last target. Mission bounty is being transferred as we speak.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go out of my way to kill quite a few allies before I start their next set of contracts.
你唔可以同時打兩場仗㗎喎。我可以。
Jagal has a reputation as an especially cruel leader. He tortured his own men if they were less than perfect.
I look forward to returning the favor.
So if I get really lucky here, well, I shouldn't even say luck. It's a comment. Well, it's a bit of luck. It's a bit of luck and a bit of finesse. But yeah, if I get lucky here, I can save the 7 or so seconds that is showing. But the fact of the matter is, it's not very likely. Basically, I need to keep this helicopter versus medevacing and calling it a Mafia helicopter, which is really difficult to do.
Your SNS signal's being jammed. That's one artillery weapon destroyed. 2 down, 3 to go. That's the third one. You only have 2 left to destroy. Great work. Now get that last one and you'll be set. All the artillery weapons have been destroyed. Good news. I've identified the King of
That's
Diamonds
not what I wanted
location
to do.
for you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Excellent work.
Not
We
ideal,
should
but
receive payment shortly.
not that big of a time loss either.
Support options are back online.
Okay, I'm on my way. Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Oh, I could have killed some allies right there. That would have been a good time to do it, but that's okay. I could have fired an AT missile or two while I was waiting for the helicopter to show up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're here
Wow.
to look at some merchandise.
Sloppy.
Who the hell are you?
Okay, good to know. I thought they were neutral with me. That's interesting. So I actually could do the slightly faster hijack at the MASH, since the Mafia is neutral with me. I'll keep that in mind in the future. That's good to know.
Dealing with the press makes me nervous. Remember Exop's policy.
Don't get caught.
I'm killing civilians for the same reason that I need to kill allies. I just need to get the allied mood lowered. And the South Korea is already hostile with me, so it doesn't matter. And China has their mood never really matters. So.
But the Allies have all the roads blocked off and they own the air, so how he's doing it is a mystery. Check your email.
It would be ideal if South Korea wasn't hostile toward me, because they actually are a threat, like when they're hostile. But China's not. Like, China is never an issue. That was unlucky.
He's blowing up the hospital, destroying the evidence. If you don't catch him, no one will know how he
Alright,
gets
could have been
access
worse.
to the area. Sergei's going
Just
to
like that.
hear about this.
Yep. I mean, for the love of God. I don't know what happened there with the camera. Like, did I don't know if I just mixed up which way I was looking, or if the camera did some weird BS there. But that was embarrassing. I'm behind now because of that, which is unfortunate. Damn. Alright, so I still need to... Ideally, I could find like an allied Humvee or something to blow up. Okay, so the allies are neutral now. That's probably good enough. I don't think I really need to do anything else. I think I can roll with that. Might kill one more soldier if there's, yeah, if there's just like one in the... Yeah, that's good. Alright, perfect. Oh, this one would have been even better. This guy's like right here.
Go on in.
Oh well.
The clubs were easy. Businessmen. General.
Up for a little babysitting?
I'm the most well-armed babysitter you'll ever see.
Glad you finally made
Damn.
it. Can we go now? Please? I've got
Wow.
deadlines to meet.
Normally you can just like fly right over him. I don't know. I think I messed it up though. I don't think I flew quite to the right spot. Losing some time there.
The South Koreans recently moved into Incheon. I couldn't count them.
Well, that's not good.
Okay, I have what I need.
And that is why having the South Koreans hostile is not ideal. Because those TOW missiles are a real and serious threat. Now, the Chinese also have TOW missiles. They have them on some of their tanks. But the tanks are just they're just not in positions that are ever, like, a threat.
The Russian mafia really stepped up.
And the other thing the South Koreans have that are, like, super deadly are their auto cannon tanks. Those things. Especially if you have a light helicopter like this.
I have what I need from here.
Those will really mess you up because they're super accurate. And they can bring your health down, like, pretty much without warning from 100 to 0 in no time at all. If they get a burst basically on you when you're in one of these scout helicopters, it can really ruin your day. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna be under going into hearts, but as long as I can like keep it close, I'm still super like happy with this so far.
I have what I need from here.
Oh, looks like I dropped some frames at one point. I dropped 185 frames. That's not too bad. Probably was choppy for just a few seconds at some point.
Looks like the Chinese have been keeping themselves busy. Taking control of Gwiju as well. Okay, I have what I need from here. These facades are too eerie to pass up. Hold on while I get some shots. Okay, I have what I need from here. Thanks, driver. I got some great stuff today. See you.
Missile! Get him!
Colonel Garrett isn't going... I hope you're ready for some action. Intel reports General Kang is sending reinforcements to the crash site.
You kidding? I love a challenge.
Just make sure you get any survivors away from the crash site before the NK get there, or those soldiers won't stand a chance. You just received another email.
I could probably gold this if this goes well. I could actually probably gold this split, which might put me. I might be able to get back into the lead. Let's see.
There's the crash site. Find any survivors and rescue them. Well done. Now get the survivors back to the HQ and you'll be done. Another survivor is down. Another survivor is down.
So far, so good.
Okay, you're clear. Now get that survivor back to the HQ.
Now I should kill like one allied soldier, but I think I can probably rely on there being one by the drop-off point, so I don't need to like focus on getting on anyone on the road.
That's a successful rescue. We're done here. Our bounty's on its way.
That was stupid. I wasted some time there.
Got your clearance for the Ace of Diamonds. General
Still though.
Chang runs Song's weapons testing.
Saved a little bit of time.
I
Not
don't care
quite,
what they're denying. You
not
tell
quite
that
enough to get
Russian.
ahead, but enough to go. Oops.
General Chang is
Enough
one
to
of
gold,
Song's closest aides and most experienced commanders. He'll be a tough nut to crack.
So that's good.
Oh, it's hard to take a man named Chin Chang seriously, but I'll give it a shot.
I've marked the location of the
I think if I'd done that
007
a little
supergun on
more
your
gracefully,
radar.
like I
The
could
gun is
have
hardened and has a jamming system
taken the
built
lead.
in. You'll need to find
But
a
I
way
didn't.
to
I wasn't
destroy it.
close enough to Garrett after. Like once I skipped the fade out, I should have been standing right where Garrett spawned. So I wasted a second or two like walking to Garrett, and I also didn't skip the payment screen immediately. I just like because I was trying to find someone to kill to bring the allied group down a little bit more. Which I don't even know if that was necessary, to be honest. Like they might have still been neutral even if I hadn't done that. So yeah, whatever. This is good though. On pace, going into hearts. This is definitely all I
The whole
needed.
area around the
All I
supergun is
needed to
bathed in
do.
radiation. You'll have to find a way to destroy it without getting close.
Nice landing.
The supergun is tough. It'll take a few shots to destroy it. Excellent. That threat has been eliminated. I spotted some strange activity. It looks like General Chang is preparing for a final push. I've marked his location on your radar. Great work. You've verified the Ace of Diamonds. The Allies are wiring the bounty to us now. We've dropped you into the Allied MASH unit in Kusung. You're about 100 miles north of your previous location. Before you head off after General Chul Kang and the rest of the Hearts... So they seem a little wigged out to you?
You mean a little more wigged out? Yeah.
Wow, look at that. We're like, I'm not even 0.2 seconds. I mean, that could be split differencing. Like that's so. I'm on a dead even. I'm on a dead even pace with my PB. That's awesome. Got 2 back-to-backs, some nice golds back-to-back to bring that back where I wanted it.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Good job. Your SNS signal's being jammed. We've received an update to the contract. An Allied tank lost its way near the temple.
Very nice. Should be saving most of the gold potential here. That last building took me a tiny bit longer than it should have, but otherwise that was pretty much perfect.
We're here to look at some merchandise.
All right, my best friend, the mercenary.
Relax. I don't think we'll have to put up with him for much longer.
Наемник.
Sergei didn't give us much lead time on this one.
It's about what I'd expect from him. No organization. The man is one step away from
Oh, I forgot to waste.
You know what I think?
What?
Knew I was forgetting
Sergei's
something.
operating out of his league.
Keep my head in the
And
game.
he's getting
Pay
more
attention to what I
paranoid
need to
as he
do.
expands
I needed to
his
waste 2 rockets. Yeah, okay, I'll just play it safe. I was like trying to think of what I should do. So I might be able to. I might be able to, I made the same mistake my PB actually, and I recovered by firing rockets elsewhere. I might have time to do that.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Okay, I'm not gonna have time to fire one here because I didn't switch weapons at the right time. It's okay.
Good work.
Oof. It's a nasty hit. What's going on there? National Geographic.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Oh, I was supposed to. That's okay. All right.
Good job. You're really cutting things close.
I didn't waste any of my rockets that I'm supposed to, but let me think. I'll just play it safe. There's no point in risking a crash over a few seconds. So the thing is with the Chinese tent, it's pretty rare that you would actually get the crash because you're typically recoiled by the tent exploding. and therefore you don't do an animation. But I am saving the game right now. Should I just do it? No, let's just play it safe.
Chinese decided you're a threat.
Yeah, so that actually would have crashed the game. If I hadn't wasted my rockets right there, the game would have crashed. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing I played it safe.
These codes will compromise the entire South Korean defense network.
I wonder if we can get the South Koreans to pay us to make it secure again.
But if you the game crashes if it goes into an HQ, like if you enter an HQ while you're reloading, the game crashes. And the character reloads automatically after firing an AT missile because there's only one missile in the chamber tube.
They have the front of their outpost well protected. You need to find another way into that valley.
But your character will skip their reload animation. Whoa. That's crazy.
Good, you have
Your
the
character
code.
will
Now
skip
get
the
back to
reload
Charlie
animation if another animation interrupts it. So, for example, if I were to shoot the HQ and then either the explosion itself or a part of the tent causes my character to recoil, then that would interrupt the animation and the reloading animation, and therefore you would not have the crash. So that's what I thought might happen, but it didn't.
Colonel Zhao Peng is a... I can't say I've ever been paid to start a war between two countries.
Just call us the Black Hand.
Alright, so I need to remember to burn 2 AT missiles before I start the next, contract.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Oh, good lord. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I was like, should I just fire 2 in case that... I thought that might hit the tree, but... what am I doing here? Oh, I forgot to take out this too. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
A little slow
Your
here.
SNS
No big
signal's
deal.
being jammed. Colonel Zhao Peng is a...
Wow, 10 seconds lost? Good lord.
I knew we could count on Peng for another face card.
That's bad.
Oh yes, we can always count on Peng to do what's in Peng's best interest.
Pretty surprised by that. I guess there were a lot of, pretty much every part of that contract didn't go. Oh, I didn't get a disguise. Shit. Oh yeah, I did. Nice. Actually, it doesn't matter because you lose the disguise instantly anyway. Nice, I got him. Lucky shot. Oh damn, I didn't want to use a stun. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter, it's just gonna waste time. I'm not gonna be able to dodge that. Oh wow, I dodged it. Spoke too soon. Honestly, that actually probably was the move too, because I was so close to my helicopter, through the wall the frag would have done some damage to it, which probably would have been fine, but...
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. That'll be worth something to the Allies. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Good work.
You must think you're pretty badass killing so many of my men and then strolling in here looking for work. Keep it up and I will purse 'em.
Buford's starting to sound a little burned out to me.
Maybe things aren't going so well for him.
The KIFV was designed for electronic warfare. It acts as a radar jammer, so you'll have to rely on your wits in there.
I don't like this RNG. I got only Jajus. Alright, I think we're good. I don't think any South Koreans witnessed that.
Agent
Nice.
Mitchell Buford. You ever get the feeling we're fighting 3 or 4 different wars here?
Yeah, all for the price of one. They're definitely getting their money's worth out of us.
You're close to one of the roadblocks. One roadblock destroyed. Great, 2 down. That's 3 down, well done. The Chinese decided you're a threat.
Traitor!
Agent Mitchell Buford.
Very nice.
This queen brings us much closer to Saul. He's got to be running scared by now.
He's a psychotic dictator who possibly killed his own father. Who knows what scares Song?
Okay, so, after I do this contract, I need to get the allies to be hostile with me, and I think the best way to do that is to, or at least the quickest way to do that is probably to bunker bust their HQ. So, because I think at the moment they're friendly, so I think it would be a little too much effort to, like, kill a bunch of allied soldiers to try to get them
There's a number card nearby.
like,
Check your
unfriendly.
radar for the location.
Wow. Okay. I need to keep that in mind. I vaguely remember. I think that happened in my last run. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's a thing that I discovered. There's like a bit of a... I don't know where my helicopter is. There it is. There's a bit of like a terrain change that's not super apparent when you land there, and you can easily bump your rotor like I did. Which in my case didn't really do any damage, luckily, but that could destroy my helicopter easily. So... Alright, I'm gonna get a blueprint after this. Oh, the only problem with bunker busting the HQ... I guess it's okay. It just puts me into a position where one civilian kill would turn them hostile in the next contract, which is not ideal in case I need to, out of necessity, if I need to kill one of the inspectors because they're like not getting back into my helicopter or whatever. But I think that's like just a risk I'm gonna have to take because I mean, I guess I could try to just kill allied soldiers like at the MASH or whatever.
The chemical plant is finished. Nice work. There's some heavy armor at the next SAM. Be careful. Stop him. He's trying to get away. The Queen of Hearts has been verified killed. Good work.
Taking fire! It's the mercenary.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Get him!
Wow, okay. No one witnessed any of that.
Special believe they're shooting at me.
That's alright, we'll do the bunker buster. That just means I gotta park way out here then, so that I don't blow up my helicopter.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
Head on.
He's more than just a general, sir. Kang's in charge of Song's nuclear program.
21 seconds. Good lord.
You ever dealt with weapons
One of
inspectors?
those civilian
They can be
contractors.
very anal.
That's
Great.
weird. Is
Less
that just because of the
spending
bunker
time
buster? It must
professional
be.
pains in the arse.
Let's go already.
Okay, so I think in the future then, I just need to be more cognizant of the Allied mood. Like, way earlier, like in diamonds I need to be. I mean, I think what I really should do is probably do tax evasion right before the ace of diamonds. And, because that would get them like as unfriendly as possible. And at that point then, they would only be like neutral at best going into hearts. And then I wouldn't need to worry about their mood at all, and that would save a massive amount of time. So I think in the future that's probably the move. So I don't have to do that bunker buster thing I just did. I'm surprised that wasted so much time. God, I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Let's roll.
What are you doing? What? Why? Why are you like this? He was right by the door. So stupid. So stupid. Alright, a little slow there, but that's alright.
It's the mercenary.
That's weird. That there's usually a stationary gun over there. It didn't spawn in. It's pretty bizarre.
Enemy.
Alright. Did not need to kill any of the inspectors. They cooperated for the most part. There was at the second reactor site. One guy did take a long time to get in, but nothing too bad.
The inspectors have returned with their findings. Allied payment is en route to our account.
Hey!
Don't let him get away.
Colonel Garrett isn't going to... This should be fun, huh? They're likely to just shoot those men the moment they spot you running around in the area.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Alright, so here's where the man...
don't
Oh,
have a lot of
very
time to
nice
get
time
to the
save on that last contract, even with, like, some... I'm not going to say sloppy execution, but yeah, definitely less than ideal. But yeah, this is where the massive time saves start.
Check your email. We've just received word they're offering a bonus if we bring all the inspectors home in one piece.
This thing's about to blow.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm on my way. Special blade, they're shooting at me.
Oof, that was. Oh, that gave me, that was almost gave me a heart attack. Way too sketchy. So that has never happened. I know that looks like that strat is like super sketchy, and it's not surprising at all that did happen. But I tested that a bunch, and it literally has never happened before. So
get rid of those guards next to
You son of a bitch. You absolute... Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened.
This should be fun, huh? They're likely to just shoot
Could I have gotten any unluckier? Not only did I lose my helicopter at the 2, which, like I said, has never happened. I've tested this so many times. Never happened. Never been shot. Then, so, but if it's gonna happen, at least like restart the, you know, the level then. But no, I make it out by the hair of my chain, and I make it out. Get to the next area. Guy throws a frag. The inspector is on his way to my helicopter. At the last moment, he changes his mind. And because he changed his mind, I had to come back in to get him, and I got shot by a tank, and I instantly died.
Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Yeah, this is how this is supposed to go. Alright, so, obviously big time loss, but for what it's worth, like, in the scheme of the run, it's not that big of a deal. If that's the only time loss in the run, well, that's fine.
It's probably not a good idea to get too close to the site with that chopper. The satellite, Colonel Garrett isn't going to be happy about this.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
This should be fun, huh? They're likely to just shoot those men the moment they spot you.
Why is there a civilian there?
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
You better get moving. You don't have a lot of time to get to the inspector.
I've never had that happen before either. Why is there a civilian at the North Korean reactor with a hostage situation going on?
Check your email. We've just received word they're offering a bonus if you ring on.
Oh my god. Oh, so much for the time save. I mean, this is just like deja vu. This is like the exact same thing as the last run at this point. Nice. So my helicopter's toast at this point. I'm about to lose this contract again. This is really insane. I don't know what to do about the ZSU that's up here.
Probably not a good
I'm gonna call in a vehicle repair drop.
With that chopper. The satellite shows NK anti-air vehicles in the area. There are the inspectors. You may want to get rid of those guards next to them before things get too hot in there. They're going to kill them. One of the inspectors is being killed. You have to make sure they stay safe. We might as well knock off for the day. You might want to get out of there.
Let's roll. Thanks for saying.
More North Korean troops are inbound to the site. More bad news. The satellite shows North Korean forces set up roadblocks to stop anyone from leaving the area. Another one of the inspectors is down. Keep your eye on the last one and we're finished. Beautiful. The intel those inspectors gathered is worth a lot to the Allies. They've already wired the money to our account. Another job well done.
So at this point, I don't think I don't think I can get a sub 2-hour run at this point. That was an absolute
There's a number card nearby.
mess.
Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Because basically, if I save all the time in the next split, then I'm even, and then all I have left is the final split for as far as time save is concerned.
Подумайте, уранием очень дорогой металл. Наемник.
I'm starting to wonder why Yosef puts up with Sergei.
I hear you. I can barely stand the guy, and I only have to deal with him in small doses.
The garrison's crawling with SAMs. Taking them out would be a good idea, since you'll probably have to call in support to take down that fortified bunker.
How did that hit me?
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
There he is. Now you just need to get him. Good work. King's being verified as dead.
Actually, I guess I don't need to do that.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Just take the truck. The truck's a little faster, I think.
The King of Hearts and the man responsible for building
Special delivery
was killed earlier today after fierce fighting between his men and Allied troops. Rumors abound that Colonel Samuel Garrett has identified the whereabouts of General Chu Kang.
Oh my god.
Gathered enough intel to convince me it's time to go after the Ace of Hearts. General Chu
What a
Kang.
shame.
Thank God, I was wondering when you'd get
This is like just a carbon copy of my last run.
I'm dependent on you now.
Wow, look at that. Look at that gold comparison.
It must be hard to give
Pretty
orders on a
crazy.
sinking ship.
Don't forget, he still holds some very valuable nuclear chips.
Wow. Okay. Oh, losing the lead.
I'm on my way.
Oh man, he spawned behind a mountain too. Rip.
Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Welcome, Mercenary. You're just in time for the firework display. Don't leave the boys here!
The Ace of Hearts has overloaded the reactors. Stop his escape and get out of there before the meltdown. Quick, stop him before he takes off.
I think it would be faster, honestly, just to land there
The Ace of Hearts has been verified as killed in
and
action. Nice work.
shoot him on foot rather than using my helicopter.
Following.
All that's left between you and the $100 million is General Sung and his all-female Special Forces squad.
Colonel Pang will see you.
I have another contract for you. One of the last, I imagine. War between the People's Republic and...
Peng really seems to have it in for Buford.
Peng seems to have it in for everyone.
Okay, I'm on my way.
He got stuck on the tree.
Special, they're shooting at me.
You're good.
The best.
I should probably call in vehicle repair here before I fly over here with 66 health. It's pretty sketchy. Like this number card's pretty sketchy.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
There's one.
That'll be worth something to me. One of the weapons has been destroyed. Don't panic. We'll still see a good payday out of this if you keep the other ones intact.
It's not good.
You've pissed off the South Koreans. Another one is destroyed. This may be tougher than we thought.
这是自己人呐！这是自己人呐！
You're good.
The best. The best.
Good job.
Who dat? Hey Raven, what's up? Oh, I could change that. Yeah, I could do that. Or I could at least add another one.
They've destroyed it.
Damn.
Proceed. Welcome to the end game, my friend. Thanks to your activities, we repulsed the South Korean offensive.
这是自己人呐！
An airfield full of armored vehicles, a heavily guarded South Korean freighter. Why am I not surprised you accepted this contract?
What are you, my mother?
So this, just to give you an idea of what's going on. So I've been running ACC for the last week or so, and my goal is a sub 2-hour run, which I've been on pace, like I've been on sub 2-hour pace like multiple times going into Hearts, and it's just something always just like goes wrong. Well, actually, let me focus. This contract's not trivial.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
Basically, at the moment, I ended up getting a 1-second record compared to my record from 11 months ago. I got that on Friday, and now I'm running against that run, and so far it's like a carbon copy. Like I'm like 3 seconds ahead. It's like crazy. Pretty slow.
All targets have been destroyed. Chinese payment is en route. You're back in the South Koreans' good graces.
Huh?
Man, I ought to kick your ass from here to Seoul. I'm trying to do something here and achieve something, and I will not let you get in the way.
That man is mighty serious about taking out the Chinese.
He definitely has issues.
Practice run, yeah, sure. It's just so frustrating. So yeah, I was dead even with my PB going into Hearts, which meant that I had over 4 minutes of, I would say, easy time save in Hearts, and then I have another close to 3 minutes in the very last split, which you can see the Ace of Spades split at the very end. I've got like roughly 3 minutes to save there. So I was on like 157 pace going into Hearts, and then like the exact same splits that got messed up in my PB got messed up in this run, and so I'm still just on pace. Like this whole run, I've just been like super closely on pace with my record. It's kind of uncanny. But I'm probably gonna be losing time throughout the rest of Spades because I'm going against like all golds. Like these are all golds. Everything coming up is a gold. So I wouldn't be surprised if I go into Ace of Spades like somewhat behind, and then, but once I get there, I should be able to make it up. So this is definitely, as long as the game doesn't crash, like this probably should be a record. But I'm not too thrilled with it because it essentially the same stuff happened that happened in my record. Oh well. Incremental improvement, I suppose.
Agent Mitchell Buford is... Careful out there. This thing between China and the SK forces, it's gonna blow any minute.
Too bad you'll have to watch it from the cheap seats.
Did you mean golds, not goods? If that's not a typo, then I don't know what you mean. But I'm assuming that was a typo. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about getting a record. It's just frustrating to squander good opportunities.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
Wow,
damn.
that's quite a sight, even from the satellite.
Oh, the warp didn't work. Oh, jeez. Shit, should I just do... Fuck, I guess I should just do the Chinese contract then. Since I'm here anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna just have to skip all these splits, basically.
Our control over this province is almost complete.
What do you think your chances of getting the leader to talk?
I can get any man to talk.
So that is, man, I don't even know what to do after this. So after I do this contract, I guess I should medivac, and then, you know.
A Chinese scout team reached the Unsan village. They secured the temple where the community leader is located. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Good work. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
You must be the mercenary.
We've got a problem. North Korean forces are rapidly approaching the lake with some heavy firepower. Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Get out of my way. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die. Ooh, that was close. That was close.
Excellent work. That's the last of the Chinese space cards. Support options are back online.
Taking fire! One of those civilian
Okay, I'm on my way. Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Do I need a... No, I can use the Mafia one. North Korean helicopter might have actually been good to swap for, but that's okay. Go! You gotta be kidding me, man.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Alright, I think this run is dead.
Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Nice shot. Couldn't even see the guy.
Hey there. If you need some more cash, I got another contract for you. We got the director of Song's missile program.
I'm glad you stayed on Buford's good side.
I'm sure Colonel Ping's pretty happy about it too.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Bad luck there, down to 41 health. Hopefully I can get a stun block here.
Good work.
Wow, that didn't stun me. It was right on top of me. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't actually need this helicopter. So, as long as I can make it to this next number card, then it's not a big deal.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Well, for what it's worth, I had the bad luck before you came, so...
There are 3 possible locations. General Yun could be at any one of them. There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
That was close. Wow, how do I only have 46 health? Damn. This is not good. I'm getting just really bad luck. This has been a pretty brutal run since like the first time loss of hearts. Just nothing's really been going right.
I guess he wasn't at the refinery. Not at the reactor either. There's only one place left. He's got to be at the nuclear plant.
Pierre! 나쁜 놈!
Hello.
Looking for some extra cash, eh?
The chairman is so male interesado. Don't say anything. We'll talk once we're outside.
나염ник!
This will be a good opportunity to get to know Joseph better.
Yeah, and who wouldn't want that? You realize we're walking into a trap?
It's a Russian proverb. The bear who sees the trap cannot be caught.
Want some of this?
It's an ambush. Sergei set you up.
So at this point, I honestly have no idea how far ahead or behind I am because I did one of the contracts out of order. So I think I'm probably still like in record territory, as long as like the rest of Spades goes decently. Which I already did the Chinese contract, which is like one of the harder ones. The next Mafia one isn't too bad, and the final Mafia one is pretty easy as well. And then after that, all I need to do is an allied contract. So
Joseph isn't going to be...
나염ник!
Okay, listen up. I know the general locations of the renegade officers, but you're going to have to get close or use your binoculars to identify them. If you take them out without killing any loyal Mafia soldiers, Joseph will pay us a lot. I can't
Of course,
tell
as soon as I
who's
shoot
from
my
up here.
target,
Target
anyone
terminated.
in the area will jump on me.
yeah, that's definitely like a flex on Joseph's part. He's like, it's just like casually like, I'll give you $1 million. It literally sounds like hyperbole, and then like, no, he literally just gives you $1 million. Well, he puts his money where his mouth is. That's how much he values his life. Respect it to some extent.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location. Colonel Garrett's going to be happy to hear about this.
No, that's not good. Oh, thank God. Thank God. So if you turn away from them before you, like, identify... Like, if you kill them before you've identified them, and then you turn away, their bodies will despawn because they're not, like, labeled as HVTs yet in the game. It's a really... It's straight up just a bug. and it's really annoying. And so right there, I bonked on that helicopter and turned a little bit. Like I turned a little bit away, so I was really worried that I caused him to despawn, but I got lucky. Or I guess I should say I didn't get unlucky. Because that definitely would have been unlucky if he had despawned.
Good job. Target confirmed. Take him. That's it. All the officers have been killed. Yosef's reward.
Probably lost like three-ish seconds there. It was a pretty good split, but it wasn't perfect.
Looking for some extra cash, eh? Наемник.
No, more than that.
Wow. Now that I'm in
No,
charge,
that was not.
I'll make good
That was
use
not
of
very good. That was
Наемник.
not good at all.
Yosef has a good idea where Sergei is hiding, but I don't have a fix on his exact position.
I'll find him, don't worry.
I wonder if Yosef was planning this from the start.
That's my guess. Must have killed him working for an idiot like Sergei.
Jen, the North Koreans are attacking Yongbyon. You'd better get back there. If I alert Allied Command, they'll flatten the whole city. You'll have to deal with this on your own.
I always do.
Please be verified. You win again.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Run! It's the mercenary.
Okay, I'm on my way. Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Oh, good lord. Speaking of unlucky.
Run!
Okay, I'm on my way. Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Garrett's waiting for you.
Welcome back, Merc. I got a simple delivery job for you. Unfortunately, the Chinese are planning on
One of those civilian contracts.
You actually get to do something heroic this time out.
Heroism's overrated. Money, however, is still great.
Here's the vaccine. Get this to our medical unit as soon as possible.
That always cracks me up when I'm able to do a pacifist kill on him after taking the vaccine. I don't think General Song has. I don't think he's got enough time to worry. This would be such a daze. Get back here.
They told me you'd bring the vaccine. Many thanks. This will save lives.
It's one of ours.
Okay, I'm on my
Just gonna take the Humvee. I got a good Humvee spawn.
Special delivery.
Hey, you!
Good news, you're cleared for Song. I'll give you the details inside. This is the big show, soldier. There's only one thing between us and total victory in this theater, and that...
You'll be spearheading the assault with a platoon of Garrett's tanks. Although you don't have to stick with them, heavy armor is always an asset.
Okay, I'm on my
Satellite
way.
photos show a large concentration of AA near the prison, so use caution. The Allies have made all their airstrikes available.
They're shooting at me.
You don't need to be shy about using them here.
Alright, so we are on record pace. As long as I can finish this contract, it's a record.
Incoming helicopters. They'll tear through the tanks.
Because in my PB, I died. Right now, if you look at the PB, I just died. So I had to restart it. And that's why there's like a massive time save opportunity here.
Retreat, you'll be killed.
Whoa, what? Oh, good lord. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is seriously, this is a carbon copy of my last run. Like everything that I just, oh, this is just brutal. I don't know if I can.
President Kim.
Oh, we'll see what we can do.
Stop who?
Saul, my son.
All right, well that answers at least. Okay, silver lining here. I just got shot by an AA there, and that's because I'm doing a slightly very slightly optimized route flying to the prison. It's new. It's something that I've only been doing for the last week and a half or a week or whatever.
Hang in there, President.
I think that's just established that it's not worth it. It saves probably half a second, and if it has any chance of getting hit by an AA, then it's not worth it. So I don't think I'm going to do that again.
He gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General Sung's location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Sung's location on your radar.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Enemy!
Special delivery. They're shooting at me.
Attack!
Your SNS signal's being jammed. He's launched the missile! No, you've destroyed the computer. There's no way to stop the missiles now. Stay focused. An AN extraction team is on its way for Kim. Now go get Sung.
This is your fault.
Quick, get him!
Nice. At least I got the spawn kill.
The chase is over. You're finished, son.
Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Another pathetic record.
It's just awful.
I couldn't agree more, Adriana. What a joke. Alright, so we just got a 1 second record over the course of a 2-hour run, and then a 13-second record. So stupid. Alright, well, I guess I'll do a recap. High-level thoughts first. This is more or less the exact same run as the one I was trying to overwrite, essentially. So what that means is that I almost certainly will keep trying in this category until I get a more like satisfying record. The difference between this run and my last run, though, is like this one didn't really have anything that I'm like especially proud of. I mean, this was like a good run, with some like a lot of good and then a lot of just absolutely terrible. Like a lot of just okay. So the difference was my last run had a lot of excellent, amazing golds. Like as you could tell in this run, like there were so many splits where I was like behind by like 1 second or 2 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever. And then I would make up with a pretty big time save elsewhere. And that's how I was kind of staying on pace. Oh, that's interesting. So my in-game time in this run is actually higher than my in-game time from my last run. So in a way, this was actually slower. But the in-game time's kind of screwy, so we go by real time. Even though like the real time gives the loads a big advantage, like faster loads. It's we don't know how the in-game timer works, so we can't rely on it for timing. But yeah, so my last run had some like really excellent performance mixed in with some like really terrible performance. This run was like pretty good as far as gameplay goes. Like my gameplay was good. I didn't make any major mistakes that I can think of. Maybe when I do the recap I'll realize a thing here or there. I just got like some terribly bad luck at a few different points in the run. So starting with Ante-Up. Ante-Up was really bad. 10 seconds lost there is just kind of, and that wasn't even, I don't think that was because, like, I'm pretty sure I got good AT RNG. I think it was like the rest of the contract that didn't go great. But then I got basically unbeatable Stem the Tide. I got the amazing, super rare God glitch where they send the waves early, and the big advantage there is with the southern checkpoint, you basically can go out and destroy both waves really early, and otherwise like you spend an extra 10 to 15 seconds there. So like that's an awesome goal. That's going to be frustrating to run against, but hopefully in combination with the poor Ante-Up, it should be like doable to stay on pace with that.
67.
Everything else in clubs was really like nothing noteworthy happened. I did get really good RNG for the spy contract, proper function of government. I got him in the ideal hangar spot, so that's definitely like an area where I could lose time in future attempts.
I'm good, Fiona. 5 by 5.
And then the rest of it, oh yeah, Out of the Woodwork was a mess. I fired 2 AT missiles at the tunnel and missed both.
You know me.
Like, this is terrible. And then I had to land and throw grenades at it. So that was a big time loss. And then bringing down the house was bad because every single one of the radar jammers, I like just couldn't get them quickly. It took me forever to blow up each of them. So there's some good time save at the end of clubs for future attempts to go against. I think for future attempts, I'm gonna be looking to try to be even coming out of clubs, because the really good Stem the Tide and really good spy contract with the RNG in those two, combined with time savings at the end, kind of balances out to a net 0. Diamonds started off pretty good. I golded playing the odds, but I don't think like I was going against a really weak gold, and even this is probably beatable. Let's open my stats here just for fun. Hot Time Nampo was fine. Escort Service was fine. Persuasion was really good. This was pretty much like the way this contract's supposed to go. I probably could have saved a second or two on like destroying the SK helicopter that spawns in, but there's not going to be too much time to save here moving forward. This is more or less on rails, and I didn't make many mistakes at all there. Had some really nice golds for, I think I saved like over 10 seconds. This gold was great. Like, this contract basically went perfectly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat that gold. Master of None I probably can beat. It was not perfect, but it was still pretty good. Omerta, I missed the rocket on the SK Humvee in Omerta, so that was my time lost there. Knock Knock was fine. You can save time here if you manage to keep your North Korean helicopter, but it's like really difficult. You have to do some pretty fancy flying to prevent yourself from getting shot down. It's Who You Know was, I think I stunned myself after I stunned myself. I had trouble killing the face card, and then after I did kill him and I got on the ground and did the animation skip, I stunned myself, so that was some time lost there. Embedded was just generally a little slow. I just had like less than optimal movement. Nothing crazy. Downed Bird was pretty much, Downed Bird I could save a little more time on, because there was a little bit of optimization at the very end when I went up to Garrett. But actually, in the future, I think I should do tax evasion on the allies at the end of this contract, and that will take a little extra time to execute. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do that, though, because it hasn't been super reliable in the past with using AT missiles there. I might need to use a frag, in which case, yeah, I'm gonna have to think that one through on how exactly I want to like go about getting tax evasion reliably. Guns of Kirin Do was a nice gold. In the Neighborhood was almost a gold. 106 miles was good. just lost a second or two because I forgot to waste my rockets at the beginning of the contract. This was good. Exit strategy was a bit of a mess. I think that should be an easy time save moving forward. Chain reaction was a nice gold because I implemented the new tax evasion strat. Repo Man was solid. This all was fine. Acid Queen. I lost a ton of time here because of the bunker buster thing, but if I do the tax evasion that I was talking about earlier before the Ace of Diamonds, then this should be an easy 20-second time save. So that'll be a nice, like, basically right, like starting on this split, moving forward through the rest of Hearts, I've got lots of time save opportunity. Especially here, this was an absolute mess. I mean, this is like, I think this contract alone is like a 3-minute time save opportunity. Raw materials was fine. Not perfect, but good enough. Gambit, I missed the hijack. That was not my fault. I think I got, I don't think it was actually possible. It's every now and then you get, just based on RNG, you can get an allied helicopter spawn that it just is impossible to hijack. But it didn't actually waste that much time. I mean, I only lost like 10 seconds, so it's not the end of the world if you miss the hijack, but it's just kind of frustrating more than anything. Eye for an Eye was perfect. That's pretty much on rails. There's really no, like, I could probably save another second there, but nothing crazy. Choke point, I lost time here because it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of RNG. Like, it's not RNG, but it feels like it. I'm supposed to, when I blow up the SK planes after I blow up the boat, I have to fire the dumbfire rockets from the Mafia helicopter, and they have such a, like, the angle that they fire is based on how your helicopter is pitched and the angle you're facing, to a level that I haven't quite, like, mastered. So for the sake of my gameplay, it's essentially RNG if the rockets shoot straight, which is not great. Maybe I should actually practice a bit with that helicopter just to get better at shooting rockets, but yeah, if you're really good with the rockets, you can blow up all 3 planes and actually still have rockets to spare, but I used all my rockets and I didn't blow up all the planes, so I had to use the chain, like the machine gun, and that's why I wasted time there. In and out was fine. Boom, this was another instance of just, oh, actually, yeah, let me go back to, I kind of just glossed over this. Oh yeah, it's a 3-minute time loss. So this was an absolute disaster. I got so unlucky. So on the first attempt, I landed my helicopter by the 2 of diamonds, and the tank shot my helicopter, which, again, it doesn't seem like crazy. It doesn't seem like that's something that would be uncommon, because I'm parking right next to a tank, but that's never happened, and I've practiced that a ton, because I thought it was sketchy, so I practiced it just in case. But then, instead of, like, just putting me out of my misery and, like, maybe dying there and then having to restart the contract, I actually made it out. Like, I called it another helicopter and I made it out. And then I get to the inspectors, and the inspector, I honk for the inspector, and he's running to my helicopter, and one of the guards throws a grenade, like, oh my god, so unlucky. And the inspector, he's right by my door, and then he's like, nope, and he turns around and runs away. So the helicopter damaged me, and then I got shot by a ZSU, and it blew up my helicopter and just instantly killed me. So okay, so that's a restart. So then I do all of it over again, and I get to the site, and I fire a rocket to kill. There's an RPG enemy on the ground that I need to kill because he has an RPG and he's dangerous. Well, apparently there are civilians in that area. I never knew that. I've never accidentally killed that civilian. I did not know that that guy was there at all. At least now I know. I think going forward, I still am going to kill the RPG guy. I just got to make sure I shoot way more to the left than I did, and just let the splash damage take him out. So that was really unlucky. So I had to retry it a 3rd time. So that's why that was such a mess. And then, yeah, the other bit of really bad luck I got was during Boom. The warp just didn't work, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I don't know why it didn't work. It's really annoying that that didn't work, but it is what it is. And because of that, since I was already at the Chinese HQ, I was like, you know what, I guess I'll just do their contract now so I don't have to fly back over here later in the run. And that decision is the only reason I got a record, because that was easily a 12-second like time save of having to instead like fly over there after the humanitarian efforts contract with the Allies. So that was pretty good thinking on my feet, if I do say so myself. and that essentially saved the run. So that contract, pretty much the rest of spades went well. Nothing like, I did lose time in a few areas, but it wasn't, like it was nothing really too bad. Like I pretty much like, I played fine throughout the rest of, why did I lose? So it looks like I lost, oh, yeah, and then I got more bad luck. After loose ends, when I medevaced, I called in a helicopter to fly to the Allied HQ, and it crashed, so I lost like 20 seconds there. And then, yeah, at the very end, I got shot down by a SAM turret and managed to save the run with the spawn kill on Song. If I'd missed that spawn kill, again, that would have been a dead run. So I'm happy about keeping it alive. Like, I did kind of like save this run essentially through good gameplay, but yeah, not satisfied, and I will keep running for it. Let's check. Some of best is going to be skewed because I have a massive fake gold in the Ace of Spades right now, but I'm sure it's somewhere. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 156 if I had to guess. So yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Raven, thanks for sticking around to the end. Appreciate the chat, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.